That's PUTOA, French Polynesia. Pacific Games gold 10 years ago. An Oceanian Championship bronze as well. And an Oceanian silver this year, won by stoppage in the third against Jordilson Luvo of Angola.
Your judges for the contest come from Morocco, Afghanistan, Turkmenistan, Colombia and Kazakhstan.
David SUROV of Russia, 20 years old. Good showing at the Great Silkway in April. And as one of BRICS Games bronze. BRICS Games being a competition between Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, so strong nations. He had a walkover in his first scheduled fight against Dmitry Milic of North Macedonia. So this is our final fight of the night in Ring A. Day 5. Round of 16 again tomorrow. On Wednesday we'll have the quarterfinals. Thursday the semi-finals. Friday IBA Pro. But a day off for these fighters who've made it through to the finals. Then Saturday the finals themselves.
Round 1.
So into the first. PUTOA in the red, SUROV in the blue. PUTOA fights like you would expect him to fight, given his build. He'll throw hooks, he'll throw uppercuts, he'll look to get onto the inside. Use that core, really turn into the punches, get that rotation going. And SUROV will look to keep it more on the outside, quite upright. Looking for the 1-2 there, SUROV. Right hand on the inside there, underneath from PUTOA. SUROV's done a good job so far of occupying him with that lead hand. He's using his feet well. PUTOA has got to just try and put that intelligent pressure on him. Get those feet to slow down as soon as possible. When you fight like he does, you'll be used to losing the first round. That's something that will happen often when you're in a good level. If you're up against somebody like this, who's got that movement, who's got that balance, who's got that awareness of where they are in the ring. But you want to make it harder and harder and harder for them to do this. And that tipping point needs to come in the second round. It doesn't have to come exactly midway through. The referee just talking to him about low blows there. You see fights where it comes quite near the end of the second, but then they do some real damage towards the end of the second, and it's enough to turn things. And again, that's some decent work on the inside there from PUTOA, and just signs that he is beginning to get through a bit. That's a nice right hand lead there from SUROV. He's got some skills, definitely. That's good. Just slides off round the side of PUTOA. Looks for the long 1-2. Throws a combination and then gets himself out of there. Long right hand from SUROV, but a left came back to the stomach. So that's a SUROV round, you would say, but as I said, PUTOA will be used to finding himself behind after a round, but in the second round now he's just got to pick things up a bit because he needs to start getting to him. Well, 10-9 across the board there for the Russian.
Seconds out. Round 2.
Bit slow getting the stool out. Okay, so into the second. Left hand into the body there, and he is looking to pick things up at the start of the round here, PUTOA. Good use of the jab there from SUROV. Throws the 1-2. What he's done well is he's not really given PUTOA any peace. Bit of blood, I think, maybe, from the end of the nose, or is that my eyes deceiving me of PUTOA there? SUROV's just always working, throwing something. Little jab to the body there. So it's hard for PUTOA to really set up these attacks, and that's what you have to do if you're SUROV. You can't switch off. You can't just allow him a few seconds even just to walk in unimpeded and then unload on you. Good 1-2 from SUROV, that's nice. PUTOA back in the corner. He's out of ideas here a little bit. Trying to tuck up behind the shoulder. And what SUROV doesn't want to do here is get greedy. This is working fine. He landed another nice right hand there, but just maintain this kind of range. Make sure those feet are underneath you. Don't get too close. Don't stay there too long, because PUTOA could, to an extent, be trying to tempt you in a little bit there. Not playing possum exactly, but if he can just lure you in a little bit closer and then land on your chin with one of those big hooks, you're going to have a problem. Good right hand. And then steps off to his right. Left into the pit of the stomach there from PUTOA, but SUROV again just turns around him. Good discipline this from the Russian fighter so far into the final minute of round 2. There is a little smear of blood coming from that nose of PUTOA, nothing major. And he looked for a big overhand right there, but caught a right hand on the inside. And again, good there from SUROV. Landed the combination and then just pulled out slightly. Not miles away, he's still close enough to launch another attack. But with the way that PUTOA throws his punches, he's far enough away that he's going to be able to see what's coming. Well, there goes the bell, and that's another SUROV round, so PUTOA is going to need something big in this third and final round. It's good boxing, this from SUROV, 20 years old. Couple of 10-8s there. We're talking about scoring quite a lot today, and again, that's a good example. Absolutely, you'd be justified in scoring that 10-8. It was a clear round win.
Third and final round.
So third and final round, and really you would say that PUTOA needs a knockout here. He's got to land something big and go after SUROV for every second of this round. Combination again there from SUROV. PUTOA gets a little bit closer there, bangs to the body. That's lovely from SUROV, really, really good. Straight right hand and then rolls away, and that's been the key for him. He's never stood and admired his work. He's set his feet to punch to give himself a good bit of power, but then as soon as he's done what he's wanted to do, he hasn't stayed there. Right hand into the body there from SUROV, heading up towards the final minute. And just walking PUTOA back towards the other side of the ring. This has been a very good disciplined performance. He's been on point right from the start. He's just never let a dangerous guy, because he is that, PUTOA. He absolutely is that, and he's never let him into the fight. Final 10 seconds. Well, there goes the bell, and that concludes the boxing in Ring A for the day. And we finished with a good one there, because SUROV boxed really, really well. Really well.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is scored in favor of your winner by a unanimous decision in the blue corner, representing Russia, David SUROV.
So SUROV takes it some 10-8s.
And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the boxing for this evening. We appreciate your attendance here at the IBA Men's World Boxing Championships 2025, and we will see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. where boxing will resume in the bantamweight division.
So let's just take a little look at some highlights from that final fight, then we'll show you the table of results, and as Aki said there, we will see you back here at 5 o'clock where we'll get underway with boxing in the bantamweight division. The round of 16 continues, places in the quarterfinals, and those checks for